Hi Cancer, this is going to be a quick and to the point reading for May 23rd through the 31st. I just added a nice little thing to the Etsy store. It is a smudge spray. It is made with white sage, Palo Santo, moon charged quartz, a little bit of Nag Champa in there. It smells divine and it cleanses your space, it cleanses your body. So for some of you that don't like smudging your house or space with smoke, this is a easy way to do it, make it smell good, and cleanse that energy right on out of there. Okay, so anyway, that's going to be on the Etsy store. My Etsy store, the link is in, God, I can't even talk right now. The link is below. Also, I'm offering $15 personals this week, so if you were interested, the email link is down below. So, as I was shuffling the oracle cards, 3 came out. I just get this overwhelming sense of there's a need to look at something in your life, and I feel as if it is a relationship, but it could be just a situation that you were in. But there's a need to look at it really, really distinctly, because I feel as if maybe some of you are kind of putting things on the back burner, or just not really seeing things for what they are, or you do see them for what they are, but you're kind of hanging in there. But there's a need to kind of, for those of you I'm connecting with, there's a need to kind of draw inner strength up to change the situation you're in and stop allowing things to just ride itself out. If you are not happy in a situation, there's a need for action to either get out of the situation or change the situation. And that's what I'm seeing here. And for some of you, it definitely is a soulmate connection. We had man holding a coin fly out first, and at the bottom of the deck, woman holding a coin was there. So to me, that is a soulmate pair. And then when I picked up woman holding a coin, we have contract, and to me that represents a spiritual contract. And to in this spiritual contract, there's almost a need to look at it because there's a lesson that is trying to make its way into your life without you even realizing it, almost, because I do see for some of you there is a crown chakra where you receive downloads basically blocked. So you're not seeing the light of the situation when you need to see the light of the situation. This is a contract for whoever I'm picking up on. This is a contract showing you that you shouldn't just stay comfortable in a situation that's not really serving you. There's a call to action to change the situation, whether that is honest communication or you're not fully feeling what this person is doing or the situation. There is a need to put into action how to change that or to get out of the situation. Anyway, what is driving your energy is the Ten of Cups. So like I said, you are trying to get to that space of pure happiness, pure bliss, stability, comfortability, but there is something blocking you here. It's like you're finally seeing, some of you could be dealing with an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, because there are a lot of pentacles that I'm seeing so far. But what I'm seeing here is that you're coming out, it's like you're finally seeing the light, as in you need to get out. I'm not going to say get out of the situation, but there needs to be a shift in energy. There needs to be a balancing out of whatever the situation is, but it is very slow moving. It's a slow moving process, and it's also, you have to plan it out very, very carefully, which takes time. There's no need to rush getting out of the situation or changing the situation. Of course there is, but there's a call to action here. But there also is a kind of a binder on that, kind of slowing down the process, if you will, to really, like, it's pushing back the time, basically. It's not allowing you to jump fully in, saying like, oh, I'm out. It's like you need to plan this out correctly to really remove yourself from whatever this binding energy is. And I'm not saying this is a very toxic or any type of situation that's like you need to just jump out of. For some of you, yes, of course. But there's definitely a karmic tie in here that is basically, it's a huge lesson to you. And for those of you that are resonating with this, I'm feeling as if this is for a few of you. This is a soulmate relationship that is meant to be in your life, but it is also bringing you a huge lesson right now that you need to learn accordingly. So you've been in a space in this relationship where you're satisfied, right? But you're not fully satisfied. You're not where you want to be in this situation, whether that is because of an outside party, or that is because of the other party involved in the situation, outside energies, etc., what have you. But there's an ultimate need to balance out a situation where there's a balance give and take, because what I see here is an imbalance, and you're coming to terms with that, and you're opening your eyes, I should say, to the sense that this is imbalanced, and now you're going to actually make the moves to come out of this situation and to balance the scales, so both parties can move forward in a more balanced state. You've been feeling very discontent with whatever this is, and it's kind of bothering you, but I don't see it as if you have really spoken this yet. There's a need, there's a massive call to action here. Both strength cards came out, right? And 50, it goes down into a 5. 41 goes down into a 5. So there's a massive change that needs to be made here. We've got 2 5s on the board as well. So what I'm seeing here is there's a big change that needs to be made, but it also needs to be made gracefully. It doesn't need to be a tower moment, guys. It needs to be done with grace and honesty and gentleness. If you notice how she's graceful enough and brave enough at the same time to put her hands into this lion's mouth, because she trusts in the situation, she trusts in the universe, she trusts in everything. So what that is telling me is there's a call to action to change this energy up, but it also doesn't need to be a tower moment. It doesn't need to be a full punch. It needs to be done with grace and trust and gentleness. What I'm seeing here is that you're coming to action. You're actually putting in the work to move out of this, whether that is communication or that is actions. It doesn't really matter. What matters is that you're coming out of this imbalance. You're coming out of whether you were at odds with this person or you just didn't fully feel like you guys were connected. I feel you coming out of that energy, but it's not without a fight. But like I said, it doesn't have to be a full knockdown, drag-out fight. It has to be gentle and graceful and trusting. It has to be very just graceful, I should say. This person is seeing that you're seeing that there's an imbalance here. And they're probably going to expect this call to action. They're going to expect you coming to them. But there's a want to move out of this past pattern that has been affecting this relationship. There's a want to get to the 10 of Cups. And what I see is you coming together, but I also see you breaking this cycle. So let's get you... You know what? I'm going to clarify a couple things. What is this 5 of Pentacles? Yes, so there's a need. You're going to be dropping the burdens of this past cycle. You're going to be communicating and dropping whatever that was. Yes, and coming out of this 8 of Swords energy where you were silent the whole time and you were kind of trapped, not knowing what you should do. Okay, what is the High Priestess here? What is the High Priestess here? Yeah, so they're going to want to work on this as well. They're going to want to put the work in and balance everything out because, like I said, this is a soulmate and you were taking the steps. You were manifesting this. You were taking the steps. It almost requires you to take the first step, but once you take the first step, they're going to follow right along in your path. because they want to build with you, and they're feeling vulnerable. They want you to take control of the situation, because they just don't know how. Why is the Lovers here? Why is the Lovers here? Yeah, so you're breaking the cycle and you're moving out of that energy that felt unstable. It felt almost as if you were being rejected sometimes, and it felt almost as if you were putting work in for nothing, and that you were waiting around for nothing, but you were breaking that cycle. You were coming together to the 10 of Cups. That is what you're getting to. So, Cancer, that has been your quick and to the point reading for May 23rd through the 31st. That is such a beautiful, beautiful energy to have. Even this, I'm a Cancer, and this reading is actually resonating with me very hardcore. So hopefully it resonates with you. If it does, please let me know in the comment section. Also, like I said, the smudge spray, all of the things on my Etsy store. Please check those out, and then I'm offering $15 personals this week. So if you're interested, please contact me at the email below. Thank you guys so much. We'll see you next time. Bye.